Wine is a fascinating product and you never stop learning. It's not a subject that you can sort of stand there and go, I know everything about it. Because no one does. There's a human being, a family, there's hard work and money and effort, blood, sweat, tears, that cliche is in that glass, and that really connects with me.
Welcome to Hawke's Bay.
Thirsty work as a concept for me actually began back around the early 2000s. For me it's the visual thing, that's how I learn, and I wanted to see more wine on TV, and so I started thinking maybe one day I could be the one that does that, and so I started kind of putting ideas together way back then. And there's been a few knockbacks over the years. We've got to the point where people have said, yeah, we want to do it. And then when it comes to actually physically making it happen, it's oh no, it's too hard. Somewhere along the line, someone has to stump up with the cash. And that was me. The first series, we did 7 episodes. And somehow, we didn't make any money. In fact, we lost a fair bit, but that's okay. I have a very forgiving husband. And then people loved it, and Food TV were like, where's your second series?
Thirsty Work is back for series 2. And
so we just kind of got back on the wagon and did it again. I don't think I'm going to lose money this time round. Won't be making any, but it's the start. I was born in Waipukurau, which is a small town in central Hawke's Bay. I was working in the industry and studying, and then had my babies, and then eventually ended up writing a very small wine column for a community newspaper, which over the years has ended up becoming a syndicated column which goes out across 9 newspapers. And I write about wine for a fantastic magazine called Dish. There's actually a really simple formula for how much wine to buy for the amount of people that you've got coming, to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And it doesn't matter if you're just planning some after-work drinks or a little soiree for 20 people or a wedding for hundreds. The formula is the same, but slightly different for sparkling wine and still wine. So for your fizz, for your sparkling wine, 1 standard bottle, you're going to get 4 glasses, 4 nice full flutes, because you've got to allow for maybe a little bit of spillage, right, when the cork pops. So 4 of these. In your normal standard 750ml bottle of wine, you're going to get 5 decent glasses. So you just do the maths. So at a standard kind of party, you want to think that everyone might have maybe 2 or 3, okay? So if you've got 20 people coming along, that's 40 glasses. You divide 40 by 5, because you've got 5 glasses in your bottle of wine. Boom, 8 bottles. So when you're planning a big event like a wedding, the formula is the same, okay? Everyone is going to have at least 1 glass of bubbly while they're waiting for you to take your photos or to toast the bride and groom. So you just do the maths, okay? How many guests have I got coming? Every bottle's going to give me 4 glasses. I want everyone to have at least 1. With summer functions, you definitely have more white wines than reds, but split those white wines up. So have some Sauvignon Blanc for the people that like the sort of nice, crisp, spritzy kind of cleansing herbaceous styles, and then have a nice, a kind of fuller bodied Chardonnay on hand as well for those that like their wine a bit more kind of softer, rounded, more tropical. And then when it comes to red wine, you can get some wonderful value for money, local Merlots or Shiraz and Cabernet-based wines and that sort of thing. So you'd have probably 2/3 white. It's really important when you go to buy your wine, talk to the store manager. If there's wine that's in its packaging, perhaps still in its box even, if it's not touched, can you return it? So ask for a sale or return deal. Sometimes if you get a really, really good deal, say on a lovely sparkling wine or just any wine in general, then it's nice to have a little bit left over for the honeymoon or, the aftermatch function the next day. During the event, you school the people who are actually manning the bar and say, look, please only open what is asked for, all right? Don't open all of the bottles and put them all out on the table. Because it's, that's kind of encouraging a bit of excess, which is not good. But it may not all get drunk, and it's all had the lids off, and it's just going to get tipped out and thrown away. When you're serving wine, never fill it right up to the top, because then you can't swirl and it's not going to smell like anything. You're not going to get those wonderful aromas. So, and that's what usually happens in glasses like this. Once you get down the local RSA or whatever, you know, this is a really bad glass for wine appreciation, because you can't swirl, it's going to flop out the top, and it's just a really bad shape. So bad glass, good glass. A great thing when organising an event is, you know, it's nice to have a glass of bubbles to start. One of the brands that I buy religiously is Lindauer, and I know for a number of years there was this kind of cringe factor about it, which is terrible, because, you know, good old Lindauer Brut and Lindauer Rosé, they win awards, gold medals, trophies, 5-star ratings, hand over fist every year, because they are top quality wines. And, you know, you can pick them up for anywhere between $10 and $12, sometimes way cheaper during Christmas. So we have this amazing sparkling wine or sparkling wine products, you know, Rosé, Brut, on our doorstep, and we should be appreciating it more.